Hello, and welcome to this edition of Young Montgomery, Montgomery County's youth-oriented show where we highlight the accomplishments of our county's youth population and bring you information about some of the county's programs for young people. I'm Daniel Menéndez.
And I'm Estefany Orellana. If you're a senior in high school or a current college student in Montgomery County and interested in serving our community as an officer of the law, stay tuned because Montgomery County offers an excellent program for those interested in criminal justice.
Students from the Montgomery County Police Department Cadet program are here with us today to chat about this opportunity. For those not yet familiar with the Cadet program, it is a 24-month program designed to assist any interested and qualifying individuals with the opportunity to reach their end goal of becoming a police officer.
Let's introduce our guests. Here are Kyle Conley, Geraldine LeCue, and Lauren Washington from the Cadet program. Welcome to Young Montgomery, and thank you for being our guest today, guys.
Thank you for having us.
So, let's start. How did you guys hear about the Cadet program?
Well, I know for me, I was in my criminal justice class last year, and I actually heard about it. And my teacher passed out the paper for it, said this is a great opportunity, so I took that opportunity. I saw that I didn't really think that I would get in because I saw that they were only hiring 20 out of, I know that close to 80 or 100 applied, so I didn't think I really had a good opportunity. Well, I took that opportunity anyways, and I ended up getting in, and now I'm in the paid portion of that program, so I'm very thankful to be in that program, and I'm just happy to be here.
Wow, that's great.
I found out about the program through a mentor on the department. I've held a couple different positions with Montgomery County Police Department prior to coming on as a cadet. He gave me a call, let me know that there was a new opportunity that the department was rolling out after being on hold for about 30 years. I saw a great opportunity to learn something else, so I applied.
Wow,
And for me, I heard about it from the same professor as Kyle did. It's Professor Sean Fay from Montgomery College. And he told about the program in front of the class, and after the class, I went up to him and spoke to him. I asked him how to apply and everything. I went to the Montgomery County Police website and applied, and a year later, I'm in the program now.
That's pretty good. So, what does the application process look like? How do you join? What are the steps needed to? What are the steps that you need to take in order to join?
Basically, you go on the website. There are things that you have to meet. So you have to be 18 years of age. You have to have a high school diploma or GED equivalent. U.S. citizen, I believe, and then a valid driver's license. And with those, just apply. After that, you'll get a background, things like that. And if your background checks out, then just go from there, and that's where it takes you.
That's good. Do you guys encounter any problems while applying for it? Like, what was the most challenging thing about it?
For me, it was waiting for the background. The background was, I think I had to wait a month or so before I got the call for an interview. So it was a stressful part of it, just waiting for the background because I was eager to join. So just waiting for that.
It's the excitement.
Yeah, it's excitement. Yeah, excitement and nervousness. Yeah.
Wow.
I would definitely agree.
Is this something that you guys want to do as a natural profession? Like, do you guys want to become an officer of the law?
Without a doubt, yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's great.
Mhm.
Yes.
So how does the participation look in the program? So what do you guys do as cadets?
So within the 24 months, you're going to be rotated throughout divisions every 90 days. We also have gone through 2 rotations. I started in media, and I was fortunate enough to do my second rotation in the media division as well. So for me, that was just a lot of answering the phone calls from both constituents and media, asking various questions about events that were taking place within the Montgomery County, as well as crime that was either happening or had happened, and just kind of giving them updates on what was going on within Montgomery County.
So was it the same experience for you? Like, what departments kind of did you?
Yeah, so for
participate
me,
in?
I first went to 5D, so that, that's the Germantown station, and I actually live in Germantown, so that was very convenient. It was probably 2 minutes up the street. Working there, I was working a lot with the PSAs. Those are the people, if you call the station, they're the ones that answer the phones. They also assist police officers on traffic stops, things like that. So if officers need a tow truck or whatever, that's something that we'll be able to help with. We'll call the tow company and we'll get a tow truck out there as soon as possible. Working there, I also work with the Detective Bureau, credit card theft cases, things like that. And then, so that was my first rotation. My second rotation, now I'm working at Fleet Management. And that's kind of where all the cars come to get maintenance done, things like that. So it's been a great experience meeting all the officers, things like that, getting their stories and hearing how they like the police department. And they give me feedback, and it's been really great hearing stories about that, and it's just made me want to do that much more.
I had some of the same experiences Cal did, being assigned to a station, so answering phone calls, and I got to ride along with patrol officers on the different shifts. And right now I'm assigned to the Central Supply Unit, so I'm in charge of interacting with officers as they come in, give them whatever they need with the uniform-wise to get them back on the road as quick as possible. So I've been here for 3 months now, and this week is my last week with them.
How long is the program?
It's a 2 years program.
2 year programs? And is this you guys' first year or second
Yes.
year?
Believe it or not, it actually started 1 year from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm on time now.
What's your favorite memory?
My favorite memory for me is being in the academy. It was an intense, tough 6 weeks, but not compared to the 6 months academy, the 7 months academy that they go through. But for me to share this experience with both of these guys was amazing, and it's something I'll always look back in the course of my life.
Yeah, so just to add on to that, the first part of the program, so starting last year, May 23rd, we actually went through a 6-week summer academy, which was what all the officers do in their 6-month academy, but very short. So we kind of did the same things. For instance, we learned criminal law, civil law. We got to go to the shooting range. We got to drive, police cars around the track. For me, I would have to say that was my favorite experience to do that. But also the camaraderie that we all had together. We would all go on the weekends. We would study together, things like that. So doing that really, it didn't only build,
Our relationship.
how to say, yeah, it definitely built our relationship and more than that, friendship. So these are friends that I'll have forever, and I know I can always count on them if I'm ever in a jam on the road. So.
And I'd agree. The academy was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go through. Like I said, I've had a few different positions within the department. I started out as an explorer. I later interned, and now I'm here. But beyond the academy, being able to work in the media division has definitely been my favorite memory thus far, just because that's what I've always worked for. I've always wanted to be a PIO for the department, so the fact that I got to sit in that seat and I got to work with a great division, for me was like a dream come true. And I, like these guys, I hope to become a police officer for Montgomery County, and ultimately I would like to get an opportunity to work there as an officer.
That's amazing. You guys are very inspiring.
So what age do you have to be to join? Is it like, do you have to be like around high school? Do you have to be around college?
You have to be 18 to join.
At least 18, okay. And that is a high school and college program, correct?
Correct. You have to be in school full-time to be a participant in the program. So all of us are full-time students in our respective institutions, and we're all at least 18 years old.
Okay. Well, let's take a short break. We'll return with these cadets to talk more about their learning experiences with the program when Young Montgomery returns.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Swimming can be a great way to stay cool and beat the summer heat. Hi, I'm Gabe Albernaz, Director of the Montgomery County Recreation Department, and I'd like to ask you to be our partner in making this a safe summer. Drowning is a leading cause of accidental deaths in children, but drowning can be avoided. By following a few important rules, we can ensure that our children are safe at the pools. Regardless of swimming ability, children should never be unsupervised. Even with lifeguards, there is no substitution for adult supervision. Minimize distractions such as cell phones. Drowning can happen in minutes. If you have to leave the pool for any reason, you need to take your children with you. Inflatable swimming aids such as floaties and noodles are not life safety devices. Do not substitute these for supervision either. By working together, we can make sure we are all safe at the pool this summer.
Welcome back to Yo Montgomery. Our participants are part of the Police Department Cadet Program, a program that is designed to assist interested and qualified youth with an opportunity to become a police officer. So, what does a cadet program symbolize for you?
I think I speak for all of us when I say the first thing that comes to mind is pride. One of the things, or one of the concepts that our department is built on is an acronym: pride, respect, integrity, dedication, and excellence. And I know when I put my uniform on every day, it's definitely a sense of pride, a sense of dedication, but I'm also proud. I'm proud that I can be an ambassador for the department, and I can be a leadership, I can serve in a leadership role for other youth who are interested in becoming police as well, but also educate. And so I think it really comes down to just being pride.
Yeah, to kind of tack on to what she was saying, I think I don't think you could have said any better when you said ambassador, because right now the police relationships with the community isn't all that great. But what we are able to do as a cadet is go out in the community and not only explain what the police are doing, but more importantly, why they do it. So we're able to help the community understand why police do, because not everybody, on the news and everything, you're not getting the full story. But we're able to go in more depth with it and say, hey, look, this is why they did it. And it just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Bridges the gap.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Bridges the gap. So. And
to add to some of the things that they're saying, it also gives you a chance to experience what the department is like, being able to being assigned to different divisions or units in the team on the police department gives you a chance to experience all the different things the police department has to offer. So you get really excited before you join the department.
That's great. How many hours are you guys required to work for?
20 hours per week.
20 hours per week?
Yeah, so it's a part-time.
How do you guys manage your personal life, your education, and this internship as well, this great opportunity?
Believe it or not, most of us actually have secondary employment, so we have another job. So sometimes it can be very difficult, full-time student, and this is a part-time job. Obviously school comes first, no doubt, but this program, being in this program, if there's ever downtime, we're able to work on schoolwork if needed. I mean, they're very flexible with that. Every officer that I've worked with, school comes first. That's what they tell me, and I just think that this program isn't here to be a burden. It's here to help you get through school, and you're not only getting paid for working, but you're getting paid to put you through school, basically. So it's helping you get your associate's degree, and more than just
to discipline you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
Great. How about you guys?
For me, the way I balance is I go to school. The days I don't have school, I volunteer as a cadet, because I'm a volunteer. That's different in the paid portion, so I don't have to work up to 20 hours. I can work up to 14, which is the amount of hours I work now. So I just go on the days that I don't have school, which is Monday and Fridays.
Oh, okay. So it's different divisions. It's like volunteer and actually.
And the paid portion I have to make up 20 hours per week.
Oh, okay.
I can make up to 20 hours per week, so I have a little bit of flexibility.
Okay,
That's
cool. Different requirements, yeah.
Yes.
Great.
So, how do you feel that the program has made you into a more confident leader? Like, how is it built upon that?
It's definitely given me the opportunity to enhance my speaking skills. I mean, like I said, I'm interacting with officers on a day-to-day basis, so that just gives me the opportunity to make my speaking skills a lot better. Because before, I'd be very shy, standoffish, things like that. But now I see myself as more outgoing. Once I get to know you, I could be a fun person. So I just think like being in this program, it's really made my people skills a lot better.
Part of being a cadet is being assertive. You have to know what your job is. You have to know that there are going to be challenges thrown at you that you may not necessarily know how to work through right then, but you have to know that you will work through them. So to be a confident leader, I think this program has just made you more aware of challenges. You definitely pay a little close attention to detail, and you just become more aware of your surroundings as well as the things that are going on within your community and in the world, as well as internationally, because you always have to know, what you're facing when you go to work. So
Exactly, and just being in the cadet program gives you a chance to being exposed to that early. A lot of people say they want to become a police officer, and then going the first week through the academy to decide this is not for them. So this exposes you at an earlier stage in your career where you can decide whether you want to go into this field or not.
That's great. What are your favorite activities to work on? Like what's out of all the duties that you guys have, which is your favorite?
I would say the favorite is every event we always work together.
Yeah.
Being that we are assigned to different places in the division, we don't always get to see each other. So every time there's an event going on, like Police Week, which was I think last week or 2 weeks ago, we was at the airport picking up officers who was arriving from different places in the United States. So it was pretty cool for us to work together, to see each other again, and to get to work this event together.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. So we work at our stations and things like that on a weekly basis, but then every once in a while we'll have special activities as he was talking about, where Police Week, and then we also do checkpoints like DUI checkpoints, things like that. So doing that, it lets us see each other more often, and just working together again, the camaraderie. Yeah, we like to have fun, but we get stuff done together. So just doing that really makes this program worth it.
Oh, that's hard. I think most recently, like they said, we got to participate in Police Week, both nationally and then for Montgomery County Police. And every year, Montgomery County Police holds their Fallen Officer Memorial. It's a time where all families for fallen officers are able to come together and honor their fallen officer and their loved one. And it's a very humbling experience. I think we're lucky. We don't have to carry a gun yet. We don't have to, perform arrest or anything like that. So for all practical purposes, we're pretty safe. But it's the idea that any of the officers that we work with, there is a possibility that they may not go home at night. And so to be able to honor those, who have taken the ultimate sacrifice is humbling. And it's something that I think we've all agreed that we'll participate in, long after just this year.
So a bit earlier, you told us that there were some challenges in scheduling because you're a part-time worker and you're also a full-time student. Are there any challenges associated with the program that you felt that you've had to overcome while working in it?
One thing's for sure, the people that we meet, the officers that we are assigned to at those certain stations, give us in-depth detail of what our job specifically is. So we're never there asking ourselves questions, what are we supposed to do? We are told that, and if we have any questions, they are more than welcome, and they're very happy to answer those questions for us because, again, they want what's best for us. So I just feel like this program and these officers that we meet, they help us out in any way possible, and it just makes it that much easier to again, get through school and accomplish all the tasks that we need to accomplish.
There is more to be shared. Once we're back, we will find out what are some of the skills learned in the Police Department Cadet Program. Stay tuned. Young Montgomery returns after this.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going.
Recycle more now. Be active, Montgomery.
Starting today, you can be active and treat yourself to a wide array of great activities offered by Montgomery County Recreation. With 4 indoor aquatic facilities and 20 community rec centers that offer exercise and weight rooms, you'll find everything you want from sports and fitness to senior activities, from cooking to dancing, classes, trips, and tours.
Be active, Montgomery.
Yes, starting today, you can work toward a healthier lifestyle. Learn a new skill, relax a little, or just meet new people. Visit our website to see all the exciting programs, activities, and classes available to you. And
be active, Montgomery.
Welcome back to Young Montgomery. I'm Daniel Menéndez, and we are talking with future police officers. So, how long have you been part of a program? What are the skills that are, that you believe are most important that you guys have learned while in the program?
So we began our journey on May 23rd, 2016, when we started the 6-week academy. During the academy, we were trained in use of force, defensive driving, constitutional law, criminal law, as well as ethics. As far as in our positions now, some of the skills that you need are definitely people skills. You have to be able to communicate well. You have to be assertive, disciplined, and just ready to come to work every day.
And add on to that is paying attention to detail. Being thorough with the job that you're doing. If you're not having fun, then why do it? So we're very excited to be part of this program. Therefore, we go to our job every day excited to do whatever it takes to make these officers happy or make our liaison happy.
And I believe that the skills that we learn in the program aren't just for the program, aren't just for policing, it's for everyday lives. So I just feel like in that sense, it definitely continues to prepare us for every day.
So it's mostly about just putting yourself in front and just learning from it.
Yes, ma'am,
which is
absolutely.
really great.
Mhm.
So tell us something that you think that you have learned from this program that you wouldn't have learned outside in the world otherwise, specifically from this program that you actually learned from. Any skills or any type of event that put you in the line that you actually think that it actually helped you out.
I would say the camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just learning how close, even though it's a huge department made up, I think, of 1,200 officers. So, yeah, so it's such a big department, but we're really close. When an officer is down, when his officer's down, we help him pick him up, and we're always together. Some of the things that we learn in the academy is just is paying attention to detail. It's also communication. Communication is very vital to this job, and without me being in this position, I wouldn't have learned that just being a regular civilian. So I got a chance to experience that and learn that also.
Well, something else that we learned is really, we got firsthand experience to see how officers train, and especially how they train for kind of use of force situations. So one of the things that we got to do while we were in the Cadet Academy is what they call PRISM, also known as shoot, don't shoot. So just to give a brief example, it's like a big video game, and you walk into the video game, you're given, for all practical purposes, a toy gun and toy mace. And the machine basically reacts the way you're reacting. And so you're put into this position, and you're said, you know, we've had the training on use of force, when to shoot, when not to shoot. And you're giving the situation, and they basically say go. And the fact that we have no idea what's going to happen. You know, the room is dark. You've just got, you know, this person that you're supposed to interact with. And obviously you're supposed to make it out alive, but make sure that the scene is safe as well. So the fact that we had the opportunity to train the way the officers do, it really opens up to your mind into how much an officer goes through on a day-to-day basis, and just how much they don't know too. They never know what they're going to walk into, but they for all practical purposes train for the unknown. So that's one of the most valuable things that we learned, or I learned.
It shows you
in the
how
academy.
quick things can change in a matter of a second. So we got to experience that, knowing that that's why training is very vital, and they always emphasize that to us.
And also to see both points
Both
of the
sides,
perspective.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find that people see police on the worst days of their lives. So, definitely leading back to what they were saying, I mean, it's very important to have that training and things like that. But also, my favorite part, you get to see kind of the behind the scenes. You get to see what everybody else in the community doesn't get to see. You know, in the community, okay, you get a traffic stop, you see the officer, but you're not seeing everything that goes into all the paperwork, all the, you know, everything that you have to write everything down. If it's not on paper, it didn't happen. So that's very important, and it just goes back to training. I mean, they train you day and night for this kind of stuff. So I just feel like, you know, doing that really makes an officer an officer.
So you talked there's a lot of programs that you guys participate in. You've got PRISM, you've got your day-to-day, and you've got your training exercise. So what does a day in the program really look like? Is there a certain constancy to it, or is there a lot of variance? What I want to say is is there a lot of things that you do one day that you don't really do any other day, or is there like a day-to-day kind of thing going on?
Again, it all depends on the location. I mean, right now I'm at Fleet. That's pretty consistent. So every day I go in at 7 o'clock, and every day I leave at 2. Most of the days I'm doing the same thing. When I'm at the station, it's completely different. One day I could be answering phone calls, another day I could be out on a ride-along, and then the next day I could be working with the detectives, working on a case that went federal. I mean, it's different. It's different. So it just all depends on your location and where you're assigned to.
And your schedule, I think it's important to point out, is really based on your classes as
Mhm.
well. So I go to school at night with the department during the day. Like I said, I was assigned to the media division, so a lot of it was answering phone calls, and I kind of knew I was going to do that every day. But then you'd have the special community events, such as the Santa Ride, which Montgomery County Police does every year. So I got to go out and do that. And then you'll have those things that you just cannot prepare for. You'll have a crisis situation that the media wants to know about, and at the same time they want to know about it, we're trying to figure out what's going on, because in the division, we only hear the call. So we have to wait until the officers on the scene give us a call and say, hey, this is what's going on, so we can confirm it and then disseminate the information from there. So it's just a lot of being on your toes and being prepared for anything that could take place that day.
Exactly. And yeah, adding what they're saying, it definitely depends on where you're assigned to. Because me and Kyle and Lauren might do different things, because I'm assigned to this central supply unit. So I definitely do different things than he does. So I'm giving orders to get whatever the officers need for their uniforms and whatever they need to do to go out there and perform their job.
So, has this program changed you as a person? Has it made you feel like you've become a better person? How has it changed you, really? How's the program improved upon?
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think we've all become leaders. We all pay more attention to detail when you walk out of the house, whether you're on your way to work or just going about your personal life. You have your wallet, you have your keys. It's just, and you become more aware. I know in the very rare times that I'm in the community with my uniform on, I kind of notice, people. I notice where they're standing and things like that. But then when I'm in, plain clothes, it's the same thing. I've just become more aware. Like when you're driving, you don't always notice which street you're on, but I've started kind of always knowing where I am, because like I said, anything could happen to anyone at any time.
There's a sort of perception increase that you can
Yes.
kind of see the fine details of those things around you, the small movements of those, the positioning of other people.
Absolutely.
It's something that's also based like in martial arts as well, where it's like you can see where the people are different. The people are positioned in different areas. You can see where the other vectors are, where you can move to, where you're safe, where you're okay. Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
And you'll find yourself doing those different types of things. I mean, I've noticed myself at restaurants now, I'll sit where I can see the door. The door is never never to my back, and that's just a habit that I've learned from officers. Giving me these little hints that will definitely help you out along, down the road. So yeah.
Yeah, just being on your toes and just always looking out for what's going on around and paying attention to detail. And for me, it always enhances my knowledge of the police department. Before joining the program, I did not know what the Montgomery County Police Department was about. So it's definitely made me happy about joining the police department later on in my career.
All right, that's cool. Well, we hope you all had an insightful time learning from these young cadets that represent us well in Montgomery County Police Department.
And remember that if you're an active youth in Montgomery County, you can also be featured in our show.
That's right. Whether you're part of a club, sports team, community group, or nonprofit organization, we want to hear from you to see what you do to keep a positive influence in our community.
So just contact us directly on our Facebook page, Young Montgomery. Send us a message and let us know what you do. That is all for this edition of Young Montgomery. I'm Estefany Orellana.
And I'm Daniel Menéndez. Thank you for watching.